Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot, the audio edition, the edition for the multitaskers and the people who want to improve their imagination. Because when you stop and think about it, you want to manifest, you have to have a great imagination. And that is something that has been taken away from a large portion of the people on the planet for a whole bunch of reasons, media being one, but just our addiction to computers and technology. It's amazing. When people get attached to technology, they get dumber. They don't want to have to think. Like, for example, you got a program like Grammarly, which corrects your spelling. A couple of times I've noticed that Grammarly made some suggestions that I disagreed with. I remember growing up, there were certain rules. Well, Grammarly has adjusted those rules, and I just continue on. I make conscious choices. And a lot of people just surrender to, well, if the program says it, then that must be true. What that does is dulls your imagination, not to mention what it does for your self-esteem. This computer knows better than I do. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. May know some things better. Maybe it will have a faster recall. But that gizmo you have between your ears, if you exercise it, it's phenomenal. And part of what it can do is help you to manifest the kind of life that you want. That's why I do an audio version. No visuals to distract you. I just have this one image on the screen, the tarot layout for today. Top row, bottom row, got them covered. Then you listen. You can do it with your eyes closed. You can get up, have a cup of coffee, tea, soup, salad, whatever you want. Doesn't make any difference. And as long as you're listening, you are making pictures in your head. That is improving your imagination and your capacity to be able to manifest. That's the whole point of this. Dig into your subconscious, your programming. Let's pull out the best for you so you can manifest the best. So we begin. We begin with the bottom row, middle card. We end with the upper row, middle card. Those are the two steering mechanisms, I think, is the best way to put it in the reading. And so we begin bottom row, middle card. The oracle card is Observer. A fox sitting on what looks like an egg, I guess, looking at the moon. Observer. Now, you could take this, especially if you're doing a usual tarot reading, kind of a generalized tarot reading. You could take that and say, okay, well, there's something that you have to watch for, something you have to look out for, or, make it very surface, superficial almost. But in that case, that may fit very nicely. When we're doing manifesting, we look deeper, much deeper. And so the Observer card says to me, this is more than simply watching. It's also mentally engaging. In other words, it's conscious viewing. I mean, you could see something happen in front of you, or you can see something happen in front of you. The observer puts the details together, fits the parts and the pieces, gets the storyline. The conscious viewer really has a grasp of what is going on. So that's the energy that I'm feeling for you when we're talking manifesting. Because we do have the moon on the card, it could be to the next moon's thing coming up. I think it's the 22nd, 23rd. I think that's what it is. Aries. But it could be way beyond. Or this is going to be the time, by the time we hit the Aries moon, where you go, aha, I got it. I got it. Something that you will consciously observe. Again, it's not a passive. It's not like taking a picture of something going, oh, here, oh, that's a beautiful seascape. That's a beautiful mountain. That's a beautiful... You are consciously absorbing every element of that picture, of what you see. Conscious. And that's what's being called for, that kind of energy, because March is really kind of a pivotal point in the entire year. And 2023 is a year where we begin to step in or step out of our humanity. This is a very, 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 very critical year. This is a kind of year where if you haven't taken a peek behind the curtain yet, Wizard of Oz thing, the wizard behind the curtain, if you haven't done that yet, this is your time. And you may begin at the next moon phase, which will be coming up, like I said, 22nd, something like that, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, somewhere in there. I don't have that exactly in front of me. But that's your job, to be consciously viewing and absorbing what you're viewing. Why? Well, as I'm looking at this card spread, you want to add a lot of enthusiasm to your life. You want to add a lot of positivity into your life. You want to be plugged into your life. Well, one of the ways that you can be plugged in is to be conscious. And you go, well, geez, I see conscious people all the time. They're walking, talking, breathing. That's not conscious. That's going through the motions. What really are they really focused, absorbing? Not much. If you take a look at the condition of the world around you, not much. They're simply existing. You want to live, not simply exist. So that means conscious viewing. Could be beginning in about a week, maybe starting sooner. But it may take you through all of 2023. Pay attention. Don't just take a snapshot. Pay attention. Conscious viewing, very, very important. Be the observer plus. So that's what you're looking for, is to get plugged into your life. And why do I say that? Because on the bottom row, 3 of the 4 cards are all wands. We begin with the Page of Wands. Pages always change the storyline. You want to get to a place where you're plugged into your life. The Second of Wands, or 2 of Wands, you want to make a decision that improves. You want to make a choice that improves the quality of your life. Again, wands are positivity, enthusiasm, being plugged in. And the Queen of Wands takes care of business. So here on the bottom row, you have the Page of Wands, the 2 of Wands, the Queen of Wands. You are making a decision, or you can always pass up on this. Remember, this is your manifestation. You are choosing consciously to find ways to plug into your life, to create more positivity, more enthusiasm, more joy for life. And what you're observing consciously is how to do it. What pushes your buttons? What motivates you? What holds you down? Understand the picture. Don't just look at the picture. And I think you're going to do that because also on the bottom row we have the Knight of Swords. And the Knights always bring gifts. The Knight of Swords, of course, brings incisiveness, knowledge, acting with certainty. I mean, take a look at that card. This guy has got the sword in his hand, which means thoughts, ideas, beliefs, and he is charging. Now, he is conscious. So you're looking to do something or some things to your life that make you feel plugged in. Simply not existing, but actually participating, enjoying. It's one thing I noticed over the past few years. People have become unplugged, or maybe it's obvious. That's the way we've been living, and now all of a sudden, like the curtain, you Wizard of Oz, you pull it back and you go, whoa, this is it? I think that's probably it for a lot of people. They're realizing how shallow life has been. We've been chasing things, new car, new home, new job, new shoes, new, and still feeling empty inside. I think that's the angst that everybody feels. They're coming to the decision, wow, have we been lied to? Woo! That's hard to accept. That's hard to accept. Because it means you've been played the fool. People do not readily take to that. They know it's true, but they're not going to admit it. And that's their downfall. That's why you have to have conscious viewing. Certainly beginning by the next moon phase coming up in about a week, but maybe even well beyond that into this year. 2023 is hugely important. So we go up to the top row. What do we have? Got the King of Wands. Again, the proclamation to living your life, not just existing, but living, owning your life, being conscious, living consciously. Thankfully, you got some help. You got the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Both together means new realizations, new understandings, new insights, maybe even new truth. Lord knows there's plenty of room for that in the world these days. My God. With all the crises, all the failures, all the lies, all the deceit that's oozing up, you have to be consciously viewing life, and your life most particularly. And you do it with a little bit of love, huh? Page of Cups. Page changed the storyline. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. I love it. Creative beginnings. Good news. It's emotional. It's intuitive. It's supportive. But not in a big way. Just a quiet way. But a very positive way. The beginning. Once you begin on your journey of conscious viewing, really paying attention to the big picture, understanding the parts and pieces as best you can, once you get that put together, it helps you to love yourself and to appreciate yourself more. And the final card, in the middle up top, vice versa card, in reverse, the Eight of Wands. Well, in vice versa and in manifesting, it's Eight of Wands in reverse doesn't mean that you're not going to get it. It means that right now it is a subconscious process. Things are accelerating inside you. You're beginning to understand the parts and pieces. You're beginning to see the little stuff where you wasted your effort, where you wasted your energy, where you wasted your resources. And as you're beginning to see, because you are consciously viewing your life and the world around you, the Eight of Wands shows up. It's moving you to happiness. It's moving you to joy. And the pace is going to start to pick up. But only insofar as you decide to consciously view your life. You're in control. Remember, this is your manifestation. You can do this. You can do this. Pay attention. Don't just take a snapshot of your life. Draw a portrait. That's what conscious viewing is all about. You do that, you improve your manifesting capabilities and your life immensely, and you deserve all of it. That's the reading for today. More again tomorrow. Between now and the next time you and I have a chance to do tarot together, I look forward to it. Peace and blessings.